The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Cap Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I'm going to answer the question, why can't the general public have a performance racing machine the same as the professional riders? The answer is now they can with the RXP-X 300 from Sea-Doo.
This is among the only true lean-in machines in the industry. Its rounded chines allow it for not only leaning into the turns, but the improved sponsons allow for adjusting the grip on the water when pushing that performance envelope. And the drop-down keel provides a pivot point for the roll to initiate from. And with 300 horsepower, there's no slowing this thing down when putting the screws to it. It just pushes through whatever is dished out. Now, this isn't for everyone. It's a high-performance watercraft with the same hull as the pros race with. Only difference is, they get 500 horsepower. That would make this illegal for the public, and with good reason. But suffice it to say that you will not reach the limits of this vehicle's endurance. It will reach yours. And every time you get on it, you will get much better. It constantly improves your experience as a rider. The redesigned engine is 1630 cc's, 9% larger than the model before it, but producing 15% more power. A longer stroke gives better mid-range power. Lighter and more robust pistons and connector rods add performance. Bigger injectors add more fuel to the combustion chamber, and an intercooler is 120% better at putting cooler air into that fuel mix. So first off, let's look at how she performed. Top speed is held back on all models, regardless of brand, per agreement with the Coast Guard. But we found that at 20 miles per hour, we were burning 2.9 gallons per hour. At 30, we burned 4.5. 40 showed 6.6 gallons per hour. 50 was 10.2, and at 60, we were burning 15.3 gallons per hour, giving us a range of 56 miles. So where does all that power get used if we can't go over a certain speed? It's all about how fast and efficiently we get to that top speed. Now let's look at some of the details. First of all, high marks to Sea-Doo for the lines. This thing looks like a transformer, an angry one. There are plenty of angles starting right at the bow, which then comes up to a splash rail that deflects water, mostly at low speed. From there, the angular geometry continues as we come up to the integrated mirrors that are mounted well inside the dock strike zone. And these mirrors are fully adjustable to the individual rider. Of course, there's storage in the usual places. Sea-Doo has a full-time staff member with a degree in ergonomics. His job is to meld the rider with the machine, and the result is the Ergolock system. It starts from the footwell that allows the rider to move the feet out when cornering and in when running flat out. From there, the seat is redesigned to allow the legs to pull in and use the strongest muscles of the body to grip the machine. This creates a triangular system of contact points that are not only exceedingly comfortable, it actually serves to interconnect the rider's body to the machine. Moving to technology, on the left side of the handlebar, we've got the start-stop button. All grips now include the palm rest for a more ergonomic hand positioning. The IBR lever, intelligent braking in reverse. Squeeze this and we can not only stop safely from a flat-out cruise, we can back up and maneuver around the dock or beach. BTS is variable trim system to adjust the running attitude for optimal performance. Sport allows for toggling between touring mode, automatically entered at startup with its more relaxed performance curve, and sport mode with its more extreme performance. And finally, there's Eco for selecting the most economical cruise mode when fuel or endurance is a concern. To the right side, it's all about selecting information on the dash. We can scroll through the modes, press set, and adjust the display up and down. Again, we have the palm rest grip and then the throttle. AES stands for Adjustable Ergonomic Steering. We can loosen these Allens and adjust the handlebar for both rotation as well as in and out. Engages to both sides ensure that one side will be exactly matched to the other. So enough is enough. Let's put it to the test and see how it handles. For starters, the acceleration is phenomenal. That's a big factor during a race, but this thing is all about the turns in a lap race and leaning into them. Shift your weight to the sides of the seat and let the Ergolock system help you grab and hang on to the ride. Enter the turn and accelerate through it, and then blast off for the next buoy. Turns may start out wide, but as you progress, they start to get tighter as you carve through. And then you start getting faster and faster. You've got to accelerate through the turns. Don't coast into them. Trust me, this machine will school you like no other, and you'll be the better rider for it every time you go out.
Well, obviously this machine isn't for everybody. It brings a whole new level of speed and performance to the table, but with the connectivity between the rider and the machine, there's also a whole new level of controllability. And that is my full look at the RXP-X 300 from Sea-Doo. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.